You wrote this documentary on happiness and how people. You did a documentary where you're trying to find what is it that makes people happy. Did you learn anything useful that we could impart to the audience?
You know, the thing that there was all these studies back in the early 70s, just simply smiling. Even if you felt like, didn't feel like smiling at all, just smiling does all these things to your body. And shortly after that, these laughter clubs, where people would literally laugh for no particular reason, they started to spring up. And these were studied where they would find that the levels of epinephrine, which is sort of makes your blood vessels constrict, and cortisol, which is a stress hormone, those would go down simply if you just tried laughing for no particular reason.
You're saying that you don't have to even see something funny or experience something funny. Laugh artificially, make yourself laugh, and that's healthy for you?
Absolutely. People would line up in these circles and laugh, and they would have all these benefits to their body. Their immune system would improve. Those stress hormones again would go down. You want to try it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys want to try it?
Sure. Should we do this too?
It's very infectious too. Come on, Will.
Does that work? What he's doing right there?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay.
But just
really? There is a study that ladies' sunglasses increase epinephrine in the body. Yeah. So just you're like.
There you go. And then other people start to laugh as well in response to it, so it becomes quite infectious. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. Again, in the early 70s, people started studying this, and people would talk about all sorts of different disease processes in the body sort of improving.
He's smiling.
Is that good? Is that good? Just smiling?
Just smiling, yeah.
That's a creepy smile. That's not a good smile. I can't teach him to smile. I want to ask you about something that's a little controversial in the rest of the country. Everyone here in California seems to be fine with it. I'm talking about medical marijuana dispensaries. Now, settle down, gang, all right? Shaggy and Scooby are in the crowd. Here's the question. I know people that work for me. No, I'm not naming any names. People that are on this stage right now. No, I know people who tell me, oh yeah, I just went and I told the doctor I have like a slight tickle in the back of my throat, or I have a little bit of anxiety. No questions asked, they get medical marijuana. How do you feel about this?
Well, obviously anything can be abused. Yeah. And that's sort of the issue with medical marijuana. I think there's some pretty legitimate medical uses for marijuana. I mean, people have talked about for chronic illness, for people who are nauseated, people stimulate appetite,
people
pain.
That have bad vibes.
There you go. So they're in line.
People whose mellow has been harshed.
Sure. Let me write you a prescription for uncoolness.
Yeah.
But I think, it's something, you have it in 16 states now, I think, in District of Columbia. So I think there's some legitimate uses, but I'm not exactly sure where it goes from here.
It's crazy here in California. That's all I say.
That's all I say. Bit, yeah.
It's part of the Happy Meal at
McDonald's. They got the board shorts on. And
Literally, my kids are like, what's this?